we will use the following model for continuous compounding. So anytime when you're solving these word problems and you notice there is key phrases like compounded continuously. So you highlight that, and if you see that, you're going to use this formula. Okay, so I know, for example, 2 down here, I will automatically start by writing that formula. A equals P times E raised to the R times T power. So that is a formula. Let's take a look at what each of these letters stand for. A is the amount, A is the final amount, or the amount at time T. So say that you're making an investment and you're going to wait 10 years. A stands for the amount of money that you're going to have after 10 years. Okay, so that's the ending amount. P is the starting amount, or the initial amount, or principal amount. It is the amount that you have in the beginning. For example, if you have $200 today and you're going to invest, $200 is your P value. Okay, next, E is just a constant. E is just a number called Euler's number. Just like pi is approximately what? 3.14. If you have a, we all have a scientific calculator. In fact, let me show you, okay? Because in this example, it will be great if I can use a Desmos scientific calculator with you. So I'm going to open up a Desmos scientific, and then I'll show you what E is real quick, okay? There should be a button for E. Well, maybe I have to go to the keyboard. And if you type in E, they will tell you that it is approximately 2.7183, ... right? I just rounded it. But that's what E is. It's just a irrational number. It's never ending, no pattern found, decimal, so that we use a symbol E to represent it. This is called a often referred to as the Euler's number. But that's just a number that our calculator has, so we will use that as the base, okay? All right, we're gonna raise that E to a product of R times T. R is the interest rate, your annual rate of interest, and T is the time in years. So this is just a function with a whole bunch of inputs. So if we plug in everything we are given, we'll be able to either find the final amount. For this example, we're just finding the final amount. But later on, we're going to learn how to solve it backward. For example, like if I want to have $1 million, how much money should I have today? You know, just kind of investment type of question. But right now, let's work on example number 2. So it says a certain loan program offers an interest rate of 4.5%. So what I will do is I will say that R is equal to not 4.5, but 0.045. Remember to divide that number by 100 to convert it into decimal. And because it said compounded continuously, that is why I'm using that formula. A equals PERT, P times E raised to the RT power, okay? Assuming no payments are made, how much would be owed after 5 years? Write down T equals 5. Why? Because they said 5 years. On a loan of $2,800. So the principal, this is the amount that you borrowed in the beginning. So this is going to grow, right? Because this is how much we borrowed. And we use it for 5 years without making any payments. So we're going to have more debt in 5 years. So let's figure it out by plugging everything into this equation. So ending amount should be multiply P, 2,800, times E raised to the R of 0.045 times T, and T is 5. And you will need your scientific calculator for this lesson, you guys. So I'm going to go to my Desmos scientific calculator that I opened up right here. And then I'll go ahead and type this in. I want to show you both screens. Okay, so over here, I'm going to start by typing 2,800. You see that, right? 2,800 times E raised to the 0.045 times, I must put a parenthesis so that I can have both 0.045 times 5 as my power. So if I type that in, take a look. I wonder if you can see it on this video. I try to zoom in for you, but I don't know if you can see it. But that is it. That is literally what I typed in. And it says the answer is $33,506.50. Because the number after 50 was 3, this was smaller than 5, I round down to 50 cents instead of 51 cents. So that is how you do this compounding, continuously compounding problem. Okay, just gotta know how to use the calculator. Gotta know how to plug into the formula, and then you will need a nice scientific calculator to evaluate the amount. But that is it for example number 2.